13 when I did the X-Files, and I didn't understand the gravity of getting mouth-to-mouth by David Duchovny, but a lot of the women on the set were giving me these really evil looks. He was very nice about it. And it's really weird, when you get mouth-to-mouth from somebody, you have to make sure your cheeks don't expand when they're blowing into your mouth, because theoretically you're kind of dead. So it was this very odd experience for a 13-year-old girl, and he made it as painless as possible, but it was very, very strange. Nice guy though, and he had nice breath. If that means anything. Anybody else? Please? Yes.
How did you get a start this whole crazy acting world?
How did I get my start? I was 5. And we were going through a shopping mall, my mom and I, and somebody came up and asked if I wanted to be in a commercial. And I said, no thanks. And my mom was like, you know, Jewel, if you do this commercial, you'll make some money and then you can go shopping for new clothes. And I was like, okay. So I just kind of fell into it, and knock on wood, maybe this is sort of wood. I've always been really lucky, and I've always booked work, thank God. But yeah, it just kind of happened by accident. Yeah. Yes?
What was it like working with the cast and crew of CyphanCon?
Well, they're really, really great people, and we're all still really good friends. I think I see Nathan about once a week. And I see Morena a few times a week because we do Pilates together. And I see Summer every couple weeks. We have dinner. I just saw Alan. So we're still really, really tight. And it kind of was from the very beginning. As soon as we met, we all just sort of clicked. And it just felt really, really right. Too good to be true. And we were all like, uh-oh, this is a lot of fun. And this is going to end at some point. And unfortunately, it ended a lot earlier than we thought it would, but they're still really, really good friends of mine. Don't tell Marina I said that. Yeah.
So are you going to be on B or Castle?
I hope so. Nathan said he's always on the lookout for a role for me. So I'd love to. And V would be fun too. And it shoots in my hometown in Vancouver, so I would definitely do it if they asked me to. Trust me, I'm on it. Anybody else? Yeah.
I have something written down.
Okay.
This is what Joss Whedon said about you on commentary.
Oh no. I've never listened to the commentary.
For Serenity, the movie.
Okay.
I find Jewel was always like, whatever. Like she had this attitude, really? You want to do that? Whatever.
Oh no.
And then on came Kaylee. Like Jewel's such a pro, and not that she didn't care, but she had this sort of, she'd always look at you when you gave her a note, like, you're a little slow. She'd do it.
That's not true.
And it'd be beautiful, and she'd incorporate everything with her heart and delightful. But I love the way she switched Kaylee on. I was wondering if you could give us a look, like you're a little slow. And also, what are your comments on what Joss said?
I think, well, when somebody's giving me direction, I'm processing, and I'm thinking, okay, how can I put that into effect and change what I just did? So maybe it's just my face when I'm concentrating. So I guess I'm just sort of like that.
Yeah, now I feel like I'm slow.
But I don't mean to be. Oh my God, especially with Joss, I so don't mean to be. But no, I remember because he would give me notes and I would go, okay. And he was always like, just try it. Okay, Joel? I'd be like, yeah, I'll try it. And I'd just be processing. So maybe that's why he thought that. That's so terrible. I have to work on my concentration phase. Big time. Oh no. Oh, that's so funny. Joss. I'm gonna kick him for that. Yes.
What were your first thoughts about Firefly when you heard about the project the first time?
It sounded a little weird to me, to be honest with you. Like, think about it. Space cowboys, there's a horror on the ship. Like, it's just, it was very odd, but special, obviously, and original. And I knew Joss's work and respected him a lot. And I definitely wanted to audition for it, but I wanted to audition for River because it was like a meaty kind of role and lots of crying and freaking out. And I was like, well, that'd be fun. That'd be a challenge. And they were like, no, we want you to audition for Kaylee. And I'm like, I don't think I'm this Kaylee person. And he was like, trust me. So I put it on tape, I thought nothing of it, and sent it down. And then I got a call saying that he wanted to meet me. So they flew me down to LA, and I met with him, and he seemed pretty gung-ho on me. He thought I could do it, and I was like, okay, and I still didn't really think it was gonna happen. And then I went to Fox Studios and I tested for it with some other girls, and Alan was there too, and Adam was there. And I walked into this room of like 25 executives at Fox, and luckily didn't throw up. And did my thing, and Joss was sitting in the front row, and he was nodding and smiling at me. And they called a couple hours later and said I had the job. It's just, it was a very lucky day for me, definitely. Yeah.
My favorite episode is Shindig, and I have to ask, did you enjoy the Burberry, and did they let you keep it?
I didn't want to keep it. Trust me. It was very uncomfortable. And I was really excited about it to start with because I was always in these coveralls. So they were like, oh, you get to have a dress in this episode. And I was like, yay! And we did all these wardrobe fittings for it, and I was really excited. It took like 3 people to get me into it. And then as the day progressed, it just got more and more uncomfortable. Like I couldn't sit in a chair because of the hoop. So they would put an apple box and I would just kind of perch. Or eventually I just started sitting on the floor. Like I was like, I don't care if it gets dirty, I need to lie down. So I just kind of like lie down on the floor. Yeah, it was pretty nasty by the end of it. And I don't know where it is now. I'm sure they've auctioned off most of that stuff to somebody, unless Nathan has it. Because I'm pretty sure he kept the majority of things from that show. Wouldn't surprise me, trust me. Yeah.
So what did you keep?
I kept the Kaylee's room door sign.
Okay.
And I kept the hammock from the engine room. And that's all they gave me. I think Nathan got everything else. He didn't ask, he just took. I'm dead serious. That guy has so much Firefly stuff in his house, it's ridiculous.